We are all aware that at times, encountering a police officer can be a source of unease. While we hold deep respect and admiration for our dedicated law enforcement officers, their presence can sometimes instill a sense of anxiety as we worry about inadvertently transgressing any laws or regulations. This sentiment was quite palpable when a police officer pulled over to engage in conversation with a mother who was diligently mowing her lawn while carrying her baby in a carrier. Rachel Brindley, a new mother residing in Madison County, Alabama, was beginning to grasp the intricate juggling act that motherhood entails. Like any 4-month-old infant, her son alone demanded a considerable amount of attention and care. However, Rachel also had a list of household chores awaiting her attention. These responsibilities essentially encompassed all the tasks she used to undertake before, but now she had the added challenge of tending to them with a baby in tow. Mowing the lawn was not necessarily her responsibility, as her husband Ryan typically handled such chores. Unfortunately, Ryan was not available at the moment to take care of it. Nevertheless, Rachel did not hesitate to step up to the task. She explained, "Ryan has been working hard on a work project and hasn't had time to cut it. It was a nice day out, so I thought I'd help my husband out and cut it myself. I enjoy cutting the grass." Rachel continued, "Everyone was out working in their yards, and I thought, hey, I'll mow my yard too. I have a small yard, and it doesn't take long to mow, so I wrapped up my little one securely in my boba wrap and got about halfway done." As Rachel diligently worked on the lawn, a police cruiser suddenly pulled up nearby. Instantly, her concerns centered on her baby's well-being. She anticipated that the officer would reprimand her for mowing the lawn with her son, fearing it might be considered unsafe. To her surprise, the police officer stepped out of his car and approached her, appearing to confirm her apprehensions. Rachel recalled the moment, saying, "I honestly thought he was going to tell me not to mow with a little one." However, what transpired was nothing short of remarkable. The police officer, instead of issuing a warning or critique, explained to Rachel that he couldn't simply stand by and watch her laboriously mowing the lawn with a baby in tow. He empathized with the additional responsibilities she carried as a mother and decided to lend a helping hand. Using his radio, the officer communicated his location to the police station and then proceeded to take up the task of mowing the remaining half of the lawn on his own, without even being asked. Rachel, who had initially anticipated a reprimand, was deeply grateful for this unexpected act of kindness. Upon learning of the officer's gesture, Rachel's husband Ryan promptly expressed his gratitude for this selfless act. "I can't express enough of my gratitude for this man in blue," Ryan conveyed. "It's a small gesture, but was a tremendous help to my wife today." Impressed by the officer's kindness, Rachel took to Facebook to share her experience and commend the officer for his exemplary act of compassion. Her post quickly gained widespread attention, resonating with thousands of people who shared it. However, Rachel's intention in sharing her story extended beyond expressing gratitude. In a time when questions and debates concerning the state of policing and law enforcement were prevalent, she believed it was crucial to spotlight the remarkable and benevolent work carried out by the police officers who serve millions of individuals. She conveyed this sentiment to the reporters she spoke with, emphasizing the positive impact of the boys in blue on their communities. Rachel expressed her gratitude, stating, "My husband and I are thankful for the officer's kind deed. I shared my story because I wanted people to recognize the goodness in the police force, especially given the recent criticism they faced. I never expected my post to gain such widespread attention. We deeply appreciate all the men and women who put their lives on the line for our country." While the local police department acknowledged the appreciation expressed by Rachel, they chose not to disclose the officer's specific name. Consequently, this unnamed hero will remain anonymous to the broader world, although the community in which he serves is well aware of his identity. One Facebook comment aptly captured the sentiment, with the individual acknowledging the officer's exceptional service. "This deputy consistently goes above and beyond whenever he interacts with the public. I personally know him and am proud to call him my brother in blue." This anonymous officer is not an isolated example of law enforcement officers performing acts of kindness in their communities. Terrence Hightower, an officer in Jacksonville, Florida, also demonstrated exceptional compassion. His actions helped improve public perception of him and his fellow officers. While on patrol, Hightower encountered a man riding a bicycle on the street with a noticeable absence of a back tire. Despite the challenging situation, the determined cyclist was pushing forward to reach his destination. Witnessing this, Hightower decided to lend a helping hand. He took a trip to a nearby store, purchased new tires, and personally delivered them to the cyclist's home. Hightower's motivation wasn't driven by a mandate to provide new tires in such situations. He simply saw it as a compassionate and virtuous act. Officers like the one in Alabama, who assisted Rachel and Hightower, who aided the cyclist, serve as reminders of the true character of the police force. The challenges and criticisms faced by law enforcement as a whole should not cast a shadow of distrust over every officer. Individuals within the force continue to perform exceptional acts of service and goodwill for their communities.